World Domination. I'm back. Yeah, the only place to get it, 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 the only place to get it, only place to get it. Only place to get it. There's nowhere else. The place you're gonna get it is right back at the base. I'm your host, Domination, Chuck with the Deuce. You know how to do the Texas, baby. The man out of Dallas, you know what that is. I'm your ladies, you know what's up. You know what it is. Fellas, get your bread up and get your kid together. Take care of your family. Cause if women don't take care of their family, they're not a man. All right. Before we gonna get wrapped on this show, man, I want to talk about Super Bowl 2011, because it was a great game. It was, man. It was a shout out to my home, Dallas, Texas. You know how they put it down out there. They represented making noise. Cause last year we was having a all-star game here. It was great out there. Now they got the Super Bowl, man, in Dallas. Dallas Cowboys Stadium. It was great. It was awesome. Even though all this couple of snows, the days going on, they know the show was must going on. They was talk about it, the news, you know, about they were selling tickets. How much the high them tickets, like $900, or maybe more, like $2,000. I mean, tickets. I mean, it was really big, and it was in the I forgot where the stadium at. It was in it started somewhere. It's part of Texas. I mean, it's part of Dallas. Part of it, not part of, but it's kind of a couple of far. I forgot where it was at. But anyway, it was really great, man. I saw the game. I first saw the prime time, and they were showing that they showing Christina Aguilera singing the national anthem. It was so beautiful, so touching. I mean, show love for our American. Everybody's American. I'm American. You're American. We all American, man. Even though America go through some tough time, but we're gonna get there. And also, Troy. They showed Troy Aikman. He was a spoken for the game, and I forgot who this other guy with him. And was showing two teams, man. It was versus the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers. I was rooting for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but man, damn, they lost, man. Steelers lost. It was like the score was like 31. Steelers got 31. 31 and Green Steelers lost. My bad. Steelers lost. It was Green Bay got 31 and the Pittsburgh Steelers, they got 25. That they lost. The Green Bay got 31 and the Steelers got 25. It was like a 2-point for the moment that the Green Bay kick it to the field goal, and the goal went in. It was good. Even though I was watching, one half, one quarter, and two second half. Quarter, and then at halftime they were showing who was a foreman was Black Eyed Peas. Black Eyed Peas was a foreman. It was a great performance. It was right here in Dallas. Come on, represent. Come on, Dallas, stand up, y'all. I mean, we got to do our thing out there. It's doing it right big, man. Represent, and it's crazy. It's crazy now. It's like, even though I thought they was gonna play that song Black and Yellow, because I forgot what the artist's name was. His name is something. He's a rapper, man, and he's good, And Black and Yellow, it was a rap song about that, and they use it. I thought they was using for the Pittsburgh's theme song, but I guess they probably use the other games. And then you got facing, there's black and yellow to green and yellow. black and yellow, green and yellow. You know, they're going off crazy. But I feel like it was a good game. It was a good game, and you know, having it out here in Dallas, Texas, a Super Bowl, I loved it. I loved every minute of it. Me and my brother was watching the football game. Everybody did. They watched it, and it was huge. It was a standing ovation. It was the people went crazy. It was the best game that people give it their everyday lives, man. To the Steelers, to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Green Bay Packers. You know, shout out to the Green Bay Packers. They won the game and they did good. They did very well, even though they got 31. They beat Steelers for 25. Shout out to Steelers. Also shout out to Steelers. Steelers, they even though they did not win the play, but at least winning, but at least they played the game. They feel like winners. They did great. But too bad that Dallas Cowboys did not play the Super Bowl in their own hometown. At least, you know, you got, I mean, they got the, you know, Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It was a great game, you know, and shout out the Dallas and everybody else, and on the news. It was a big thing to talk about the Super Bowl and all that. It was really great. It was great. It's gonna be the greatest football games that ever seen that people never forget in their life. And you know, it's real great, man. It's real great. It's a great football game. It was a great championship, you know, between both teams. It was one of the best that I've seen. You know, it was real great. You know, even though that Steelers lost, you know, they feel like winners. Shout out to Green Bay. They won the championship. They the Super Bowl championship. They did great and they did good with the offense, with the defense, and also the Pittsburgh Steelers too. You know, they played very well. It was one of the most few bestest game ever to make. You know, I mean, for all the years that the Super Bowl, they're showing a lot of Super Bowl games, a lot of it. I mean, the first time, you know, I ever seen like a Super Bowl game, it was like between 1995. I never forget. You know, it was me, my father, and my brother, and we were just going to the Super Bowl game. It was right here in Dallas. It was Steelers versus Dallas Cowboys. When Dallas Cowboys beat the Steelers, I don't know what the score was, but it was been so long. It was like a couple of years ago, way more years ago. I mean, it was crazy, you know. It was one of the most best Super Bowl games ever, and I got the tape, you know. And it was great. It was real great, you know. But shout out to those two teams that putting on a great show, and they play their heart out. They play their guts. They work that field like it was of the moment of glory. You know, it was great. It was the best ever. I'm telling you, man. You know, it's gonna be probably hitting news like crazy because they talking about it. You know, and you know, it's a great football game, man. That's the only thing I can say about it. I mean, and hopefully that Dallas could have one of those best, you know, Super Bowls more to come for many years, for the years gonna come now, for the years gonna come. Maybe for a couple more years, they have some more out here in Dallas. You never know. Have more, you know, and for more of the future. You know, it was really great. I know, but when I hit this right before I go, hit this show right before I go. I want to say about this. Y'all need to listen to this artist, man. I mean, he's on my page, and I think this man's. I mean, this shout out to my boy right here. His name was Match House 305, and he goes by an artist named SAP. You know, and he got two songs. what or what's really in the hood or something like that, or on my way, and go to my favorite list and listen to him. He come from Miami, Florida. Listen to him. He's very dope. He's very talented and tight. And he want me, because I was promised him I'm going to do this for him, spread the word, and I did. Just go to my YouTube page and listen to this stuff. Listen to this shit. This shit is real. I wouldn't say real hot. I would say it hot on wax, man. I'm telling you. Just listen to the record. I got two of the songs, On My Way and what's really on in the hood or something like that. You know, I mean, you get the picture. Just go to my page and listen to his two songs, and go to my favorite. I mean, my favorite. Go to the favorite list, and you'll see him up there. You'll see him two songs around. All right, and that's all we're gonna bring today. You know, it's your boy Domination. This is YouTube. Chunk of the Deuce. That's how we do the Texas. You know what that is. To the back of the base. All right. Until next time. Peace.